like I said, a special edition of Celebrity Corner because our man is actually here in the studio with us.
Studio.
Let me introduce Aries Spears, the actor, comedian. Man, it is great to have you
What's
here,
up,
Aries.
baby? What's up, man? I'm tripping right now.
You
man.
know it.
Yo, we are excited, man. Look, Rob is an aspiring comedian. It's great to have a real, funny comedian in the studio with us.
I'm going to do my 5 minutes. So I'm going to get some tips from you as we go along.
50 seconds, maybe 50 seconds, not 5 minutes. All right, look, I'm going to give a few of the things, Aries. People know you from MADtv.
Yes, sir.
You're one of the longest tenured guys at MADtv, 8 years. You were in Jerry Maguire amongst so many. You were younger then.
Yeah, we all were.
Who you telling?
You're right. We all were.
It was 20 years ago.
Cuba Gooding's little brother. Yeah, and I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. You will be at the Brea Improv in Southern California this weekend.
Yes.
Now, that's the whole 2 shows?
2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, 1 Sunday. Go to BreaImprov.com. All your ticket information. They remodeled. So before it used to hold like 300 bodies. Now it holds 600.
Really? Wow.
So I need to fill that joint up, man.
Okay.
So thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nah, man, do your thing.
We appreciate you being here.
And,
man.
And they can also go to your website, Aries, ARIES, Spears.com for all your upcoming tour dates.
Yes, sir.
So, man,
Yes,
it's so great to have you here, and we got a lot to get into, but one of the things
Before we go here,
go
let me just say, because as a dude, just guy code and sports, I've seen you guys 1.5 million times. You on First Take, ESPN. Same thing with you.
Right.
And when my man stopped me on the street, because I get my car washed over here, right around the
down
corner.
Here, yeah.
Right here. And he was like, yeah, so-and-so.
That's
do the
Sean
show.
the intern.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh, okay. And sometimes when I've done these shows, I know the names and the faces, but because it's syndicated, the bodies don't be there.
Right.
They be elsewhere, and I be filling in with other dudes who rep the show. So when I walked in, I was like, yo, really? and all I could think about, because I know you probably already know, people have messed with you on Twitter because how you say LeBron James.
Right.
LeBron James. So I was like, I'm about to be on with Chris. LeBron James. Yeah. So this is, I'm geeking right now.
Well, we saw you, in our studio, we have a window to the street, and we just saw you walking by on the street.
Yeah.
And we said, yo, to our intern, hey, that's Aries Spears. Go get him, see if he'll come in.
Right.
And, man, so to have you here is great.
Honor.
One of the great things
But one thing we should say is we appreciate you because there was a miscommunication with our intern, Sean. You were here this morning at 5:45 ready to go. I'm putting him on blast.
Yeah.
But you know what I appreciate you is that, dude, you could have been like, man, all right, I went. And you came back, man. We appreciate it.
Listen, man, I operate by white folk rules. I'm early, on time and early.
I like that.
I was up at the crack of dawn, got here, and they was like, nah, it's 6 to 7 p.m. It's all good, baby. I'm going to go home.
He just didn't think that Brothers would have a primetime drive show. Is that it? No.
Hey, whether it's primetime, morning, afternoon,
that's true, morning.
Them is the peak hours.
You know it.
So y'all got the primetime hour.
Nah, we appreciate it. And one of the things you're known for and that I love, you do impressions.
Yes, sir.
You do some tremendous impressions.
I try, brother.
And I like the hip hop ones and the sports ones. So can you do a few hip hop ones for us? Like, I'm just gonna throw out a name, and I don't know if you want to rap.
You gonna put him on the spot like
that?
No,
but can I do it or not?
Well, no. Look, the rap thing, I do that with a beat. Like that's
so you
I come hard in the paint.
You want to do that?
Yeah. Let me.
We can get the beat. It's how you want to do it.
We'll play it by ear with the beat. But any questions you want to ask, like they're here. We do. Let's get into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to ask
Let me throw my hat back. Okay.
I want to ask Shaq a question. Shaq, what you made your living with the Lakers? I mean, that's where you won 3 of your titles. Now you got LeBron coming here. How you feel about that?
LeBron's gonna be one of the staples here in LA. People talk about the classic big man. They talk about Wilt. They talk about Kareem. But then you got the 2 guards. You got Magic at the point. You got Kobe at the 2. But to have a power forward like LeBron, as long as the others do what they got to do, they'll be fine. They're going to struggle a little bit. LeBron going to get his. I tell Chuck all the time, LeBron going to get his. It's about the others. Kuzma, Ray Rondo, Ingram, with the others. If they do what they got to do, they'll be fine.
Very nice.
That is great.
That's
That is great. And you had the look down.
Yeah,
you had it all
That's
down.
a great Shaq.
How about Charles Barkley? You got a little Charles Barkley for us?
You know,
I'll ask you a question.
Ask a question.
Charles, you picked the Lakers to be 8th in the Western Conference. You're not that confident about LeBron coming to the Lakers, are you?
Let me tell you something. I tell Ernie and Kenna. First of all, they don't even have when you on paper. They not a good team. People look at that team. Everybody know like Shaquille said. I said Ernie, look Ernie. First of all, let me tell you something. LeBron James is the greatest athlete that since Michael Jordan, and I played with Michael Jordan and against Michael Jordan, and people talk about is LeBron better than Michael? He's not even better than Kobe. Kobe Bryant, from an athletic standpoint, is one of the greatest scorers. But that team not good on paper. Everybody know what LeBron gonna do. Great defense, great offense. But them guys, they ain't got no shooters. They got a lot of holes in the defense. That's gonna be tough in the West because Denver's good. You look at all the teams. You know you got Golden State, Houston with Mike D'Antoni. Because even Houston, they not as good as they was defensively last year. But Mike D'Antoni, he changed the scheme. It's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting.
Chuck, so how you talking about LeBron like that when you never won a ring?
Well, first, let me tell you something. First of all, when I played on the Dream Team, you know, I was with Larry, Michael, Magic, all them Hall of Famers. So I might not have won a ring, but I had ring experience. I had a lot of ring experience, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life to go down in the Hall of Fame knowing I was with the greatest team ever.
Yo,
man, good stuff.
That is awesome stuff.
Thank you,
man.
brother.
We got more time for later.
So we don't want
to burn you out.
Well, let me tell you, I keep priding myself because I go, you know, with Shaq, it's the obvious, it's the face,
right?
You know, it's the base.
And with Barkley, it's adding syllables to words, interesting, athletic, athlete. I'm trying to nail Michael Jordan, man.
You don't have him down fat.
Well, you know, there's a subtlety to Michael,
right?
And because he doesn't put himself out there like everybody. But I notice when he says certain things like, you know, when I lose, the motivation to play the game. It's time for me to stay away with the game. You know, for the city of Chicago, you know, play a lot of golf, spend time with my kids like my father did with me. But, you know, you got to get me ready for this game. You know, he's not as obvious.
Right.
But I'm like I said, I'm such a groupie Jordan dude that, you know.
Right,
so tell me
I
was going to say, tell me your sports history as far as you were born in Chicago, but really grew up in New York.
Born in Chicago, left when I was an infant. So I don't know nothing about Chi-Town other than the pizza and some of the food. But New York
I still take thin crust over, I'm sorry.
I do too.
Don't you like the thin crust?
I do as a New Yorker,
yeah.
But that I forget what Girardello, I forget what the name is in Chicago, but that thick crust, man. That's something to behold.
But folding a piece of pizza in New York,
Yeah.
come
No,
on, you know
Let me
that.
ask you this.
I don't hate thick crust.
Are you familiar
thin
with
is better.
Are you familiar with Marbury's right there?
No, down the block. I've seen it. I've never eaten there.
Dude,
Is that New York pizza down there?
Matter of fact, the owner from New York, and you know it's all about the water, which is what makes the crust and
Right.
the bread, and he flies it in.
What?
You've got
Right
to try
down the street?
It's right down the block.
It's right over here.
Like Stefan Marbury's?
Marbury's. It's right next to the car wash.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you talk about that thin slice, foldable pizza.
One of our guys used to
Woo.
work there. Lee, our producer.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And you know
I've walked past it a few times.
I'm
The
gonna
bank
have
is
to
down
no,
there.
it's real
everything.
deal,
Right.
baby. And a lot of places out here want to go New York pizza, but that's New York pizza
That's
for
okay.
real.
deal.
Yeah, but to answer your question, so New York was my stomping ground, and like they say, home is where you lay your hat.
Yep.
You know, everybody associate Tupac with West Coast, but Tupac from New York. Michael Jordan claims North Carolina, but he's
He
from
was
New York.
born in Brooklyn.
Right.
Born in Brooklyn.
The same hotel, the same hospital
Is that
as
right?
Mike Tyson. Did you know they were both
Nah.
born in the same hospital?
Nah.
Hospital in Brooklyn.
I
Can
know
you
Mike
imagine
almost
that?
took it to Mike. Mike almost took it to Mike.
Tyson almost.
Yeah, I read that story.
That's an L Jordan would have taken.
Yeah, that's all of us would have taken.
Right.
But so yeah, man, I didn't start watching basketball until Jordan. Like I just was never, and of course, like the rest of the world, saw that greatness
Yep.
and was glued and was a fan. So I followed Mike all throughout his Bulls years, and then once he retired, I was like, where I'm gonna go? But I was cool with Shaq, and around that time, Shaq had went to Miami. That's when I discovered D Wade, and I was a fan. And then when that broke up, LeBron came, and I was never even a LeBron fan till Miami. And I am a LeBron fan, but if you one of the millennials that want to make that bogus argument, I'm going to fight you.
My man.
I'm
gonna fight you.
Go ahead,
stop it.
Tell them why. Tell them why.
Yes.
All right, here's the thing.
I'm glad.
A lot of these young kids, they live in the moment. And obviously, you want to believe.
We call it prisoner of the moment.
Yeah, your time is your time.
Right.
You know, you couldn't tell them old cats back in the bootleg days when they made their own liquor that Jack Johnson and Buggage and Carriages wasn't the move.
Right.
But I'm 43. I saw Mike from beginning to end. I've seen Kobe from beginning to end. I'm watching LeBron from beginning till it ends. It ain't a biased opinion.
Right.
This ain't, it's just me and my era. I've seen them all. And don't get me wrong, it's like a gumbo recipe. Kobe gumbo, delicious. LeBron gumbo, delicious.
Right.
Something missing. I don't know what ingredient. The sausage, something. Mike got that. Mwah.
Mike put his foot in it.
Woo.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
That's the difference.
Right.
And that's the other thing with the millennials, that they just find like what works for them for their story. Like winning is not important. Like Mike, they like poo-poo Michael Jordan
argument.
winning 6
What a
championships.
right.
As if
Like that don't
like it don't matter.
Right.
You gonna call somebody the greatest ever, and you like, oh well, so what? Anybody could. Well, you gonna say just because he won 6 rings?
And then
yes.
but then they hold up the how many times he's been in the
there,
finals
right.
versus Mike getting knocked out of the first round. I can't say it on air, but I have an analogy for that sums that up quite wonderfully. When people make that argument, and let me blow some holes in another argument that I can't stand. Well, if it's about rings,
Bill
Russell's better than
Stop.
Jordan.
You know, we argue all the time. How many teams were in the NBA when Bill Russell was winning all those?
More specifically, how many black men win?
Right,
the NBA?
right.
Like you can't be the best if you don't play the best.
There were only 18.
There was
18
3
in the league.
Negroes in the league
Right,
at the time.
right.
Stop it.
Come on, man.
It was like that unwritten rule.
Right.
And you saw the numbers, guys.
Right.
Wilt Chamberlain, 50 points,
Right.
26 rebounds a game. Oscar averaging a triple-double. If you took out 2/3 of the black players today and replaced them with white players, Shaq and all these, they be putting up similar numbers.
And here's the other thing too. Look, there's a difference between being the reason you win and winning for a reason.
Right.
I'm saying because here's what they'll say is, well, if it's about rings, Robert Horry's the best.
Right.
But here's what I'm saying. Guys like Michael, Magic, Larry, Isaiah, Kobe, Shaq, they were the reasons their team won. Robert Horry won for a reason.
Right.
He was right place, right time.
Right.
And I don't take anything away from
He was clutch.
He was clutch. But
he was clutch. But it was
no
like,
doubt.
come on, man. You ain't franchised.
Nah.
You ain't the
Heck
face.
nah.
You on the right team at the right time, which is why you got 7.
Right.
The Bulls won 6 because of Jordan and Pippen and, of course, the role players.
Yep.
But there's a difference.
Yep.
I'm not playing the Cosby
What was your
Show.
favorite TV
Well,
show?
what we was gonna ask you?
You
The
know we ain't
Cosby Show,
playing,
one
no.
of my favorite.
We're not playing the
I
Cosby
know
Show.
what happened with Bill, but it was one of my favorite.
I'm
sitcoms of all
going
time.
to the bokeh. You
Yes.
see?
It's too soon.
They're going to have a nickname for me. They're going to call me PP, which stands for the pudding pop. I don't care about what they serve for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As long as the dessert is Jell-O, I'm good.
What was your favorite TV show? That was
That's a
good, Bill
great one.
Cosby.
That is a great.
My
Bill
favorite
Cosby.
TV show.
Get that theme ready. Let's see if we got it.
You know, here's why I'm gonna say the Cosby Show, and it's a tie. Growing Pains,
Growing Pains.
because I had a
Really?
crush on either Felicia Rashad or Jonah Kearns.
Wow.
Wow.
The mom from Growing Pains was smoking.
Growing Pains. Yeah, that was the one
Is
with
it?
Alec. Was it Alec Ball?
Alec Thick.
Alan
Alec
Thick.
Yeah.
Alan Thick.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Okay.
Come on, man.
But I know
And
about
you were
I know
in,
about
weren't
having.
you in Different World?
I did
A
2
little bit?
episodes. Yeah, 2
Okay.
guest episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
Did Lisa Bonet have a bone in her nose
She
when you
wasn't
did
there
it?
when I did it.
Oh, okay.
These were post Lisa Bonet years.
Yeah, those were the best years. When
Yeah,
she
when it was
gone.
about Kim Whitley
Jasmine
and,
Guy,
yeah.
Right.
Whitley, and all them. Okay.
Mhm.
But I understand about having crushes because my favorite show was The Golden Girls and Dorothy and
Oh,
me.
come on, man.
You
Ruth.
Rue McClanahan.
Rue, come on. What was her
Look at y'all,
TV name?
man.
Blanche.
Blanche.
See,
You know,
he
you
knows.
know,
You didn't have a
hold on,
crush,
hold
though.
on,
He
hold
had
on.
a crush. Come on.
Wait, stop song.
Hold on.
Old ladies, we
You
ain't
know I
had
know
no
this
crush.
whole song by heart.
Come on, let's sing it together.
Ready?
Ready? Here we go.
1, 2.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Boom, boom, boom.
And if we threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Yeah. It's the DMX remix.
Come on, man.
Thank you for being a friend.
Give us the DMX remix, man.
That was awesome.
That was great.
Tell me, that show is, people don't know who haven't watched that show.
Them
Is that
old
not
broads
funny?
was hilarious.
Hilarious.
And
Chris,
Ruth McClanahan was still.
She was still a tramp at 65.
It was all right.
Come on.
Look at Chris. He can't believe you know that.
Give me a DMX beat.
So let me ask you, Chris, real quick. If you had to choose Ruth McClanahan or
Estelle Getty,
Isabel Sanford.
Isabel Sanford. Which?
Oh,
that's
Wheezy.
Or Florida Evans.
I like the sisters, man.
Okay, so Florida Evans or Mabel King?
Mabel King. Look at you.
They were both great.
Right. Look at him. He being political. He being politically correct.
All right, let's go to NBA and the Lakers. All right.
Well,
LeBron James.
Okay, go ahead.
No, LeBron James is in LA.
Right.
You like the move that he decided that he came out, because I told you, Aries, he came out here not to win championships, but to be Meryl Streep. That's why LeBron is here. What about you?
He came to win championships.
Did
There's
he?
too much weight.
Aries, he wants you to laugh. He wants you to laugh.
Listen, I get it.
That's not bad.
Listen, if he don't win one, it's going to be laughable.
Yes.
Because the weight of the world is on his shoulders now.
They better get somebody.
I respect it from the move that he could have went and pulled the KD and went where he had a real shot. But this is going to be tough, man. And
KD had a sure shot.
Yes. And if he could pull this off, don't, to you LeBron stands, relax. Yes, it will add to his legacy. Yes, it will make him greater, but not Jordan.
Right.
Ever.
But if he doesn't win one, people look back and be like, he came to L.A., it was a flop. It didn't happen. He came to the Western Conference.
But do you think that's because of the pressure of the Shaq and Kobe, the Kareem, the Wilt, the Jerry West?
People out here in Los Angeles, when you talk about the Lakers, it's about winning. It just is.
Right.
And when you come here and play for a franchise like that, people expect you to win. I don't think anybody will be like, well, that was cool. LeBron came for 4 years.
No.
And we got knocked out of the playoffs twice in the first round. And that was cool. No, it will not be cool.
I said when he was still in Cleveland, there was all the rumors that he was going to come to the Lakers. I said, look, be careful. Because if you come to the Lakers, getting them back to the second round, even the conference finals, even the finals, and you lose, that's not good enough.
I'm going to tell you something, man.
Because all the great players on LeBron's level here that played here, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Kareem, Magic, they all won at least one championship.
Right.
So you come here and you don't deliver, and that's gonna be a little heat for you.
Right. I'm gonna be honest, man. Unless injuries take part, nobody's beating Golden State.
No.
And what's scary about them, when Boogie Cousins get right, but you just added another. Say hello to my little friend to the team.
Right.
Are you serious?
Nobody. The only thing that can stop them, not just this year, but going forward, the next 3 years, is if Kevin Durant leaves as a free agent. And I think he probably will.
I don't think he will.
Point.
Why?
You don't think so?
He might stay at least one more year.
Might think so.
Because they're going to open up the new arena next year in San Francisco. I just think he might.
Most people think, even in Golden State, they think he's not going to end his career.
I can't see him leaving if they're winning rings.
Well, they're going to be winning rings.
So here's what I'm saying, though. LeBron got a 4-year deal. As long as Golden State keep winning, I don't see LeBron winning.
Nah. Well, beyond that, they're going to have to get another free agent.
Nobody's coming.
If he doesn't get Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis or somebody like that, they're not going to win.
I think they're going to bring back Smush Parker. I don't think that he has a chance of bringing.
I'm glad you told that corny little joke.
Where's
Rob,
Kwame Brown?
Because Aries, Rob is an aspiring comedian.
It's all love, baby. You got to.
I know you can't tell that by these jokes he's been telling, but give him some advice. Give him some advice.
No, I guess what I want to do is I've been wanting to get up on stage for 5 minutes.
Make him funnier.
I have some good jokes.
You can't teach this.
No,
you can't give
right?
this.
That's not good news.
You got it. You got to either have it or you don't.
I used to be funny, and like around my friends. You know how you are,
Yeah,
right?
around
We all funny around our friends.
Yeah.
It's when you can make people laugh that ain't invested in you.
That's true.
From a personal standpoint.
So you mean I'm a flop, right? It's gonna be bad.
I won't say that. I haven't seen you, man.
Okay.
Has Mike Tyson seen Rob?
I saw a lot of guys when I was in Indiana in the prisons. I saw a lot of guys. I saw a lot of guys that try to be funny, and I've reached my chi now. So if those guys made fun of me back then, we would have had relations whether you wanted to or not.
Mike Tyson, very nice.
Man. Hey, man, Alex, throw on the beat. Throw on the Jay-Z beat, man. Throw on the Jay-Z beat. Okay, we'll start with DMX.
You know what? Better yet, no. Just
Hold
look for something that's like contemporary R&B, not too smooth, not too slow, but not too fast. Something with a nice little rhythm to it. Because sometimes with the rappers, when they have their own beats, you really got to lock in to their cadence to get that flow right.
Right.
But when something is a little R&B-ish and chillish, it's a different kind of wave you can ride.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me know when you got that up.
All right.
Chris really
DJ.
putting this pressure on me right now.
Well, I mean, it's so. I mean,
know Chris
you
is
blow me away.
Thank you.
I mean, you sound just like these dudes.
Thank you, brother.
Jay-Z, Snoop, DMX.
Hov in the building right now. It's kind of crazy right now. Hov, baby. Just doing a mic check right now. Yo, dog, when it's real.
Who's your favorite hoop team, man? I know you. I guess LeBron.
Whichever one I'm gonna buy next. That's my favorite team. Whichever one I'm gonna buy next. I don't really play hoop myself, but coming from New York and watching Ron and T Wade, it's kind of crazy out there.
He is. He's got that Brooklyn. He's a New Yorker.
Oh, he's a swagger. It's a swagger, baby.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dang, man, that is incredible.
Got something? Let's see what you got.
Yo, what's up, baby? It's your man, LL, man. It's kind of crazy right now. Y'all know the show, the lip sync, man. All the stuff I do. Hey, yo, Snoop, holla at him. Hey, yo, West Coast 1, 2, 3. How we do it? When we come spit the fluid. Whether it's hot steam, anything to make you dream. It's your boy Snoop, D-O-double-G. I'm on your team. LBC, you can't see me. It's the D-O-double-G and the West Coast of boast. Me and my boss, so we take a toast. Me and you be doing the most, Snoop Dogg. Yo, it's real. Now me? Yo, this is real. Relax right now. Yo, turn me up a little bit. Yeah. Yo, you don't want to see a dog when the beef is in the streets. You don't want to see that dog when the beast is off the leash. I might shoot you the teeth, then I'm going to give you the spark. If I can't get you in the day, I'm going to get you in the dark. That's how I do, dog. When a dog gets real, dog get L. Dog get that mail for the kill. That's how I do, dog. When I see that blood spill, and you don't want to see me, dog, because the dog is so real. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Biggie baby delivers, cold like the shivers. Talk slick, spit game is vicious, malicious. How I roll through you like a cancer. Dark speak, bleak, talk about your chances. Seem to work slow, the chemo. Flesh to the bone marrow, life window narrow. Feeling sorrow, F beef. Make peace with your priest at least. Think about the
Wow.
Yo, that's dope,
Hovey,
man.
baby.
That is dope.
Yo,
that is great.
dope.
One of my Brooklyn comrades. You know how we do in the streets. It's your boy Young Hov with my B up in the we gonna keep it like that. R-rated and guaranteed. Hov in the building, celebrated. You know the rhymes, you know the time. I put in work. Guaranteed when you see me, dog, you go to it's your boy Young God, Young to the grateful. It's your boy Young Hovey. I'm so playful. I see all you dudes, you're so hateful. Guaranteed when I've been the boss. The regular, I just made you. Hovey, baby. Wow. See, if I get that Snoop medicine in me, it becomes a different thing.
That was dope. Yo, we about to go to break, but I gotta get who's your favorite rapper of all time?
I'm a New York dude, so I gotta say Nas.
Nas.
Okay, yeah,
Nas,
I
I'm a
ain't
lyricist.
mad at you.
These
Nas,
young kids today.
I ain't mad at you. Yeah, these young kids can't get with that.
These young kids be the minute bowl of rap.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days, and you knew what.
I used to be able to do her impression.
Did you?
Yeah, my voice has changed. I used to when I was younger.
What a great show that was.
Yeah, read it here, the thing back here. It's the African Americans, dear. Yeah.
All right, you are tuned into The Odd Couple, Chris Broussard, Rob Parker, and we're joined by actor, comedian Aries Spears in studio. It's a TV theme song Thursday. Aries.
Yes.
MADtv,
Please.
8 years. Yeah. Just talk to us. Like, what was that experience?
That had to be so much fun.
And real quick, before I dive into that, for those of y'all who might have short memory or who never saw it, also, because this kind of gave me my second win as far as popularity. The first Shaq's All-Star Comedy Jam with Kevin Hart, D. Ray Davis, Tommy Davis, and Cedric and myself. Some of y'all might have remembered me from that if you were not in the MADtv years.
Right.
So, yeah, back to that.
We had Cedric on last week. He was on Celebrity Corner last week.
Yeah. And, you know, Shaq's done a gazillion of those Shaq's All-Stars.
All-Star games.
Without question, people will come up to me and go, yo, that first one, the one y'all did in Phoenix.
Was that the best?
Untouchable.
Wow. Really?
People will either go Kevin Hart or me. They'll go, Kevin was the best or I was the best. And I hope I'm not trying to come off vain.
No.
I'm just saying, we brought the thunder. Wow. That was lightning in a bottle. But to answer your question, man, MADtv, I secretly wished it was Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Because maybe I'd be in a different place.
No, I got you.
But I always say MADtv felt like, with all due respect, the CBA compared to the NBA. You know, there was a stretch in time where people would go, ratings-wise, we were killing them in a certain demographic, young dudes.
Yeah.
We were funnier and better than them. Will Ferrell himself told me at a car wash, yo, man, y'all are insane.
Right.
But we never, from the industry, got that love.
Right.
Because we were always looked at as like, the stepchild.
Right, to Saturday Night Live. Right.
So, you know, but for those that liked it, gave me the love, the compliments. I'm more famous now than I would be had it not happened.
Did you ever try out for Saturday Night? I don't know how they do it, but have a shot at getting on there?
You know, at the time, I joined MADtv when I was 22 years old.
Were you that young?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I started doing stand-up when I was 14. I did Comedy Jam with Martin at 16.
Wow.
Showtime at the Apollo
I didn't
17.
even realize you were that young.
Yeah, I've been in this game 29 years, man. So, I got on the show. And when I got on, Lauren Michaels had a strict rule. If you were on any other sketch show, you had no shot.
Yeah.
And plus, I was living in L.A. at the time. So had I been in New York, different chance, different circumstances, it might have popped off. But fate had me in the CBA.
Now, who's your favorite comedian?
If we talking
all time. Just pick up who's your guy.
Well, I got to separate this. There's the Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
give us those four guys.
Those four. Dave Chappelle, the late great Patrice O'Neal, Tommy Davidson, and Bill Burr.
Wow.
So your Mount Rushmore is unique.
Yes.
Tommy Davidson?
Tommy live is a powder keg.
Do you remember the Magic Show?
The Magic Show. Oh yeah. We did a skit on that.
It was so bad.
But that's its own.
Tommy Davidson was his.
Yeah, it was like the sidekick.
Was his sidekick, like it's Ed McMahon. You don't remember that?
No.
Oh, it was horrendous.
The Magic Johnson show.
Talk show.
We
had a running skit on
for a couple.
We had a running skit on MADtv.
It was
every
terrible.
Week,
I'm sorry,
Magic
man.
came out with a new show, and it was canceled in the same day.
Yeah.
So he would come out, Magic, y'all, and then by the end of the show, we canceled.
But
see you next week somewhere else.
But the only thing
is Magic. What happened to your show? Why ain't you making your shows?
Well, back then, my speech wasn't as together in terms of public appearances, so I didn't really have it together back then. So but it's different now. Let me two things about Magic. I remember he was on Arsenio Hall, and this was when he was going through what he was going through, and he was talking about the video they were releasing to educate the public on the situation. And I remember he said to Arsenio, this video is for y'all, it's for your kids, it's for you can let them know. For you can let them know. And to this day, when he's on ESPN, he refuses to put an S on playoffs. Hey, man, let me tell you something. This is the playoff. And when you got to bring your game in the playoff. So, kudos to Magic for being the gigantic entrepreneur tycoon he is.
Oh, no doubt.
But there's still a little bit of that,
That country, even though he's from Michigan, you know what I mean? But he sounds country.
Right. No, that is great, man. That is great. Well, so all right, so you gave us your Mount Rushmore. I guess it's one of them.
But the Mount Olympus, the gods, Pryor,
I was going to say, yeah, all right.
I was wondering where they were at. So they ahead of the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't ever include them because if you include Eddie and Pryor, well, then you almost can't include Patrice and Dave and a bunch of others.
Right.
So, all right, who's the other two? If you got those two, Pryor and Eddie Murphy, who else would you put?
Red Fox.
See, Red Fox, I'm with you on that.
Red Fox and, it's kind of hard because everybody wants to say Carlin, but I never really got Carlin like that. So I got to throw a woman in there. So I'm going to say for her time, Mom's Maid.
I knew you were going to say that.
A pioneer.
No, I knew.
You got to, you know what I mean?
No, I knew you were going to say Mom's Maid because she was funny.
Yeah.
She was funny.
All right, let's get back to sports. I don't know what you're a big boxing fan.
Yes, fanatic.
Okay. They just had Sugar Ray Leonard on yesterday.
On Undisputed.
Right.
Yep.
Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather, both of them at their prime.
We can end this now. Sugar Ray.
I'm with you. Go ahead and explain why to the millennials.
Sugar Ray fought Hagler. Sugar Ray fought Hearns twice. He fought Roberto Duran 3 times. He fought Wilfred Benitez.
Right.
Black dudes fought each other back in an era where we was always greasy and shiny. Times was tough.
But you had to fight to make money back then.
And he didn't wait 9 years to fight Hearns.
Right. I still say Mayweather, Pacquiao prime. I go with Pacquiao.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
The brothers ain't gonna be happy with that.
Mayweather prime, Sugar Shane.
Right. Sugar fought him tough as an old man.
Right.
But it's
and I dare to say prime Zab Judah.
Because Zab gave him problems.
Right.
You bring up a good point. Dudes that could match Floyd's speed or close to it gave him problems.
Yes.
So
everybody he fought was past their prime.
And the other thing too, and I get it, he's the greatest defensive fighter, but dude, I want to see him fight. The biggest problem watching those fights is that I'm not entertained.
Not at all.
And that's one reason I do take Sugar Ray over him, because Sugar Ray would knock you out.
Right.
Sugar Ray had knockout power.
Absolutely.
He was pretty boy, fast, all that, but he could knock you out.
Let me tell you, I always say to people, man, if I could come back in my next life, if you could come back in your next life and relive a decade. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 75, so Tyson was my era.
Yeah.
80s and on up was my era. I would love to come back as a man in his prime in the 70s. To see Ali in his prime.
Right.
Everything in the 70s was better. The music, the sports, and, disease-free loving.
Even the peanut butter and jelly was better.
Let me go there. Yeah. Ali, Tyson, both in their primes.
Ali by points, but barely.
I agree with you.
Barely.
I think Ali would have beat Tyson in the promotion. He would have talked about him so bad. He would have mimicked his voice, just like he did with Frazier.
When Tyson was with Kevin Rooney and Customato,
right?
Jim
That's
Jacobs,
when he was at his best.
I don't think that would have bothered him.
Really?
Mike was he was in a zone,
and
that was daddy. Customato was daddy.
Oh yeah, for him.
That's when he was out.
But all those guys were afraid of him. You remember the fights? They were afraid before they even
falling. As soon as they got hit,
they were like, "I'm out."
Is you hear people say that, man, they was afraid of him. They had right to be.
Right.
No, they were.
He was knocking people's heads into the nosebleeds.
Destroying
back then, if you went and got a hot dog before the fight, you missed it.
And and this was
you
before,
would be mad.
This was before with the DVR.
Yeah, you would miss it.
If you really missed it, you missed it.
Right.
There was no going back. Yo, did you record? That was it.
No.
Right.
I say all the time, man. What makes that so intriguing?
Tell us about your tour again, and if people want to come see you.
All my tour dates, go to ariesspears.com. But for this weekend, again, this is a 600-seater, so I really need y'all to show out for your boy. Brea Improv. Go to breaimprov.com for tickets and times. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 on Sunday. All my social media, Aries Spears Official, Facebook, Aries Spears. Go to YouTube for all the latest comedy clips, quips, sketches. Aries Spears. Hit subscribe. Aries Spears Pandora, that put money in a brother pocket. And also subscribe, since I've been banned from Twitter. Now you can find me on Patreon and subscribe there. A couple of dollars. I give you, content. Help a brother out, man. I got 2 baby mamas, man.
All right. It's the Odd Couple, Chris Broussard, Rob Parker, Aries Spears.
In the building.
Download the podcast, SoundCloud.